A woman taped her mouth shut, covered her head with a plastic bag, and handcuffed herself before lying down on the floor to await death. This wasn't a suicide attempt, it was her desperate effort to save a condemned killer just days from execution. The killer was once a Harvard professor who'd been convicted of raping and murdering his colleague, Constance. Initially, he'd confessed to everything, but 5 days before his scheduled execution, he suddenly recanted, claiming he'd been framed. This unexpected twist caught media attention, with reporters clamoring for interviews. Strangely, he requested only one journalist, Bessie. Bessie was puzzled by his request. She was convinced David was guilty. The crime scene was covered with his DNA and fingerprints. Constance's body contained his semen. Most disturbing of all, the killer had set up a camera to record Constance's painful death by suffocation. All evidence pointed directly to David. Despite her certainty of his guilt, after hearing David's story during their interview, Bessie's perspective completely changed. 6 years earlier, David had a student named Ella whose poor grades and frequent absences put her at risk of expulsion. After class one day, Ella approached him, offering to do anything for extra credit. David firmly refused, telling her the only way to earn points was through honest work. He then left for a faculty party that evening, where he learned Ella had already been expelled. While he regretted the timing, he was shocked when Ella herself appeared at the gathering. David apologized for not knowing her expulsion would happen so quickly. Ella dismissed his concerns, confessing she'd pursued him because she was attracted to him. Though David initially resisted, alcohol clouded his judgment. Faced with Ella's seduction, he ultimately gave in. The next morning, guilt overwhelmed him. Despite his wife's infidelity, he knew his actions were inexcusable. He was married with a son. Before he could process what happened, police arrested him on rape charges. Ella's accusations were purely vindictive. David was imprisoned, his wife divorced him, and he lost custody of his son. Just when he'd resigned himself to serving his sentence, Ella unexpectedly dropped the charges. Though confused by her sudden change of heart, David's relief was short-lived. Upon release, he discovered Harvard had fired him, and no other university would hire him. Despite his legal exoneration, society had permanently branded him a rapist.